So here is the room that I'm currently staying at. This is much better than the last place that I stayed. I wasn't too, satisfied with the experience over there, so we end up going somewhere else for the remainder of the days. And this is what the room looks like. And this is so much bigger. I have more space to do some, of my sewing projects and all that stuff. This little walkway right here kind of gives me a little runway. So if I have like something that I've done, a project that I've done really quick, I could wear it and then, showcase it in the best way, because the other room was very tight. So here's the quick bathroom tour. We don't have a bathtub. The other one had the bathtub, which we only have a shower right here, but I wish we had a bathtub, because sometimes, it's convenient for certain things. But this is basically it. It's very cute. Kind of reminds me of something very Asian inspired, like in Thailand or something like that. This is basically how they look, especially with the hardware and woodwork. It kind of reminds you of that. So yeah, so this is it. I think it's a very cute room. I love this chandelier print that they have going on at the ceiling, and then they have this damask wallpaper that I kind of like. I like it. It's very pretty. So against like a backdrop situation, I think it could be it can work. So yeah, this is basically the room. Little window kind of gives me a little mini view downtown. Quickly show you Brooklyn, and you can see this ditch right here. They want to build like another high-rise, but it's open for now, so I can get to see what's going on. So I don't mind the chaos. I think there is beauty in the chaos, as you guys know. So here is the desk that they have in the room that's at the window. So let me step back to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to be working using this desk, and I think I'm going to cut on here, and I have a small table in my storage I'm going to get and then place it right here so I can have my sewing machine separate from the table. So this will be my cutting table, my pattern table, and then this will be my sewing station. So I'm going to show you guys that when I set everything up. But yeah. So guys, I'm basically living out of my storage because now I have to go and make some orders, and I have to come in here and grab some stuff, including my sewing machine. So I have it all prepped up right now. The dress form is going to stay there because I don't really need it. And then here's my bag of sewing machine and patterns that I'm going to be taking back with me at the hotel so I can work. Okay, so it took a while to get us adjusted. The situation is different. I'm out of my comfort zone. What I used to know, I no longer know anymore, and this is where I am now, so I need to adjust to the new way. So here is my new sewing space, my temporary sewing space, and this is the table that I got for my storage and my sewing machine, and these are the essentials that I need to use and have when I'm working. So I have my pins and of course my seam ripper, my little nippers, and a pen just in case. And here at the table here is going to be my cutting table with my pattern that I'm prepping to get started. And these are the things I'm going to be using that I need when I go ahead and, create my project. Then over here, I have my ironing pressing station. Yes, every hotel room has a ironing board and iron, depending on where you go. So this one is doable. It's a tiny one. What I noticed about this one was that the padding mat that they had on here is a bit flat. So what I did was I put some batting inside here just to repad the ironing board, because girl, guy, who wants ironing marks on their garments when they're pressing? Not me. So I definitely had to pad that. And lastly, I stuck my vision board on the wall. I just taped it on the wall just to keep me motivated. I did keep it. Maybe I was being a little bit too dramatic in the last video about, you know, letting it fall to the floor. You know, my dream is bigger than me. This store is a goal within my dream, the dream that I have for myself, and where I want to take my craft is huge. And I don't want to go too deep into the vision of the dream, but it's so much bigger than me. I have so much plans for what I want to do because of my craft, and I'm just gonna keep this on my wall just to keep me motivated as I work. So I think it's good for what it is right now. It's basically what I need, and this is how I'm going to be working. So I'm very excited to get started, and for the next couple of days I'm going to try to see if I can film some talking videos about the struggle as being a designer. I'm going to dive in a little bit deeper in this conversation as well. So I'm probably going to film that while I work. And yeah, this is it. So I basically wanted to come to you guys and talk a little bit about my current state and how I feel. And right now I feel so relaxed. I feel like I'm in a better space, and it feels positive. You know, my home that I was in was a home that made me feel fear, angry, disappointment. I felt like I was in a pit, and every time I try to pull myself up, it was something pulling me back down. I feel like the whole energy of the home was bad. If I explained to you what was going on in the home, you'd probably be like, that's not for us. Because your home's supposed to be a peaceful place of serenity. You're supposed to have positive vibes. If you have a long day outside of your home and you come home, this is where you're supposed to be, in the relaxation, meditation space. And my home just made me feel anxiety, and I always felt like somebody was constantly coming for me or watching me or something. So anyway, just seeing the difference between there and here is like, wow, what a huge difference. I want to also tell you guys that I appreciate, from the notes that you left, the encouraging words, the prayers, the donations that I received. I mean, I cannot believe how much support that I got based off of, you know, my story. Because I honestly thought that nobody really cared. You just wanted to just, you know, pull from me, and I felt like I was just giving endlessly and feeling empty. So I was never expecting you guys to come in with full support the way you guys did, and I am so greatly, highly appreciative. You guys are a blessing from God. And it is now that I can fully see the magnitude of what is coming for me, that God has for me, because I couldn't see that when I was in the house. It was just a depressing era of my life, and I just couldn't see it. So now I feel like I have something to look forward to. So this is where I'm going to be staying for the next 9 days, I think. And then I don't know where I'm going to go next, but I think this is kind of where I want to be. So I'm praying to God for him to keep on providing for me as I stay here, and when he's ready to move me, then I'll move. But other than that, this is really where I feel, honestly, the best feeling right now. I feel like I see that in Jinxie. I see that in my mom. Like, my mother feels like she's delivered because she was receiving nothing but pain in the house. And I feel like this is where we feel like this is a good place for us. So I want to thank you guys for all your encouragement words, your prayers. I leave my PayPal link down below if you want to continue to help. And I will see you guys in my next video, because I have more things to do and things are coming along the pipeline. So
I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
Okay, so here's Jinxie, y'all. He's laying like a prince.